What's happening? Ah!
Alright. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brigitte, and I'm going to be talking about the rest of our No Spend January challenge that we just finished up. If you missed the first part, I'm going to link it down in the description box, but let's talk about how much money we did or did not spend this month. Last month. Also, to fill you in, we're driving around, so you might see an arm for this guy over here.
Hi, I'm this guy.
Probably can't hear you. Anyways.
Oh, they can. I'm loud, honey.
Okay.
Okay.
So, we're in the car, but I figured, let's wipe this. Better in the car than not at all. So, let's get down to the numbers. In the last video, I did talk about how we had a birthday, so we did spend money to get a cake and pizza for a little party for our 4-year-old girl, and a couple other random like grocery things. So we weren't doing a no spend necessarily. We're obviously paying bills and tithing to our church and buying some necessities. We were really doing a low spend, so we did as minimal as possible. Tried to like eliminate the extraneous things that were non-grocery. So I'm going to go through kind of what we did end up buying and why right now. Pulling up my app here on our budget to tell you what we bought. Okay, so where I left you off last was actually the day that Brandon brought home some groceries from our super secret place. If you've not seen those videos, I'm going to link some down below, but always fun and always a testament to the Lord's provision. So I was very emotional in that because I felt like the Lord was using that to really speak to me and to say, I care about you, I love you, like, it's going to be okay, I'm going to provide for you, when sometimes we don't know where it's going to be provided from for the things we need. So that was towards the middle towards the middle of the month of January. So after that, Brandon went into Walmart to get some green beans. So we bought bulk green beans. I think we bought like 10 or 12 pounds it ended up being of green beans, and I pressure canned for the first time. So I was very excited about that. And the book I have, it started with green beans, and kind of that was like the recommended thing. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to go with that. I know you can do a lot of things, obviously, but I decided to just go with that. It wasn't raw meat, so I wasn't scared of that. And just learning the whole process, learning how the pressure canner works and how to hot pack things and clean the jars and all that. So I will tell you, I was a nervous wreck. Brandon was like, are you okay? Like the whole morning we had to do a couple errands before I could start it, and I really wanted to start it like first thing after I dropped the kids off to school. So I was like undistracted, and the book says to give yourself like 6 hours for your first time, just so you don't have to like rush and do like, so you're not rushed basically. So I kind of planned that. I didn't plan anything else during the day, but it was so fun. So we did buy bulk green beans for that, and I think, did you get like heavy cream or something at Walmart also?
No, they didn't have any.
No, they didn't. Oh, that's right. Did you? I think you got one or two other little things, grocery items. I'd have to look at the receipt, but obviously we're driving, so we can't do that. So anyways, that was $41.13 at Walmart. I didn't really want to keep waiting, so we decided to buy the green beans. Because it had already been since Christmas when I got the pressure canner, and I hadn't tried it yet. And I was waiting for a day off, so there were no kids, that I didn't have appointments. So that was like the day, and I was like, no, I'm just going to do it. We're going to do it. Spent money at the UPS store. We sent some sunglasses back to my mother-in-law that she had left like a month before when she was visiting us. So we spent money on that, which was $14 and change. And I also bought seeds, which I wasn't going to even buy seeds for next year, or well, this year. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a spring garden at least. We don't have a lot of space, so it's not like I'm buying huge amounts of things. So that was $17.75, and I got them from Baker's Creek, which I've not bought from them before, but I know it's a big seed company. And so I got several different lettuce varieties because lettuce seems to grow really well in our raised bed. And exciting news related to that, I had planted back in October lots of lettuce, which I've been harvesting, so very cool. And I planted a sweet banana pepper plant. And it has a fruit on it. It has a little tiny, I'll insert a picture, banana pepper on it. And I'm so excited. I've tried before to plant them, and I guess I just planted the wrong time, or I don't know. We're in South Florida, so it's like we're zone 10B or something. Like, it's very hot all the time. So the problem is we get that it's too hot in the summer, so we can't really do anything. So I will do a spring garden. So I did buy some seeds, just lettuce pretty much. It requires like the least amount of space, and it seems to grow well. Green light. Every time I grow arugula, it does amazing. Kale does great, like small leaf kale. So I got several different new varieties to try, and hopefully they do well. And then I got a stevia plant, well, seeds. So that'll be exciting if that grows. I hope it does. So that was $17. At the end of our 21 days of prayer and fasting that we were doing, because our church was doing it, we did decide to go out to dinner with some friends of ours. And so we went to Culver's, and so that ended up being, so I can't find that in our app, but I remember it was about $40. And then we went back and got ice cream because we hadn't had sugar. Sugar is the enemy. We hadn't had it.
Enemy.
And so that was another like $5. We ended up using the free kids things that come with their meals, and we had saved some from a previous time. So anyways, we bought only one, and it was like $4 and change. So that was Culver's. We did eat out. We did spend money on an Uber.
Listen.
An Uber. Because, not to name names.
Because we are people who are full of grace.
But somebody left keys in somebody else's car, and that other person was already at work. So we had to spend some money to have them taken. And so yeah, that was like $18. Grateful for Uber, who can carry the package to someone else. So I didn't have to leave work, and we get the keys back where they belong. We had to spend money to get a car, big part replaced. So that was a lot of money, but that's just going to go under bills because that's what that does. And I spent $10.70 at Dollar Tree because I went there with the kids to reward them. They each got to pick out one fun toy item, whatever. And I told them they could split a candy that they picked out together because they helped us sort and kind of organize a bunch of little things. Like in our utility room, which is like half of our laundry room, we have a bunch of tools and little screws and nails and brackets and like all this stuff. So they sat on a sheet and they like helped sort nails and screws into one thing, and then other like-minded things into, you know, this is the hint, like things. They helped to sort similar things into similar piles. Like, so anyways, to reward them, I took them to the Dollar Tree, and then while I was there, I ended up getting some candy for their school, for their Valentine's Day thing that I know they're going to have, and I know that they will run out of things at the Dollar Tree, so I got them then. So it's still in January, but didn't want to have to go back, so I got little Valentine's things for their class, because I know it's going to come up, and I know they're going to want to do something, so I just got it then, even though we were in a no to low spend month. Okay, and then we hit February. So I feel like we haven't done totals yet. It is on our agenda this week to close down the month of January and set February's, and to see how much we did save in the groceries. So if we do that before I do this video, I will put it on the screen, but if not, I will update you guys in a future video. So make sure you're subscribed down below, turn the bell notification on so you get notified, and you can find out. So for February, we are going to Costco tomorrow, so look out for that haul. But we are planning to do some stock up on things, but I'm being very particular on what we're stocking up on. So I really want to just do more keto stuff, more carnivore keto stuff, and I don't want to stock up on other things at this time. So I do want to stock up on some like cheeses, as much meat as we can do, things that are more in line with how we want to be eating, because it's a constant struggle. If it's in the house, it's going to get eaten. So I want to make sure that if we're replacing a lot of things in the house, that it is things that we want to be eating. So going countercultural on the way you eat is very difficult because there's so much influence to do other things. And so in our house, which is the only place that we can control, we're trying to make the best decisions, even if that means we feel like we're spending a lot more money at the grocery store at one time. In the end, we're saving our health, and it is much cheaper to still eat meat at the house than eat it out. So, and we feel better when we eat that way. So that is our plan for February. We're going tomorrow, and I just love going grocery shopping in general because, I don't know, I like shopping, but groceries are like a thing you have to buy. So it's kind of like I get to buy things. So we're going tomorrow. We always love walking around Costco, but that can be dangerous because then you see things and you're like, oh, I need this. And, you know, so we are trying to be very intentional with what we're buying. We also, in the next couple of months, are planning to do some organizing and going through our house and decluttering a little bit. A lot of hard decisions coming up. So that's also that is also on the agenda. So if you want to follow along, make sure you are subscribed. And tell me, if you've done a low spend month, what things did you find were interesting that you didn't expect? Because for me, the one lesson that the one thing that I found was really cool is that God reinforced that He provides. And in the last video, I really talked about that. But even in the last week, I got stuff given to me that I was like, wow, I really actually, I wanted something like this, and I didn't think I was going to get it because I thought I was going to have to buy it. And then, like, magically, I mean, not magic, but like, it's just like,
what are you talking about?
Well, for instance, like I got this concealer from my mom, and I was like kind of wanting a new one, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna spend it. I'm just gonna wait, and I'll use up what I have, and I'll just wait. And then she like gave me one because she's like, oh, it's too light for me. Like, you can have it. I was like, wow, thanks. You know, so it's just like the little things, you know, and just with the food and just, you know, I think what you look for is what you see. So if you're looking for blessings, you will find the blessings. If you are determined to have just doom and gloom and everything is terrible, then that's what you're gonna find.
Preach.
So I am preaching to myself on this because it is not always easy to change your perspective on things and to see the bright side when you just feel down and depressed and like everything is going wrong. But if you train your mind to see the good, then that's what you'll be surrounded with. So that's my challenge to you as well as to myself in the month of February, is to look for the good. So until we meet again, don't forget, life is better together.
Yeah.
Hopefully that all recorded.